Dee 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 dee. Keto living is the life for me. Coffee, cooking, and recipes. Spending my days with my doggies. So be a sport. Set your alarm for Wednesdays for the Warden's Report. Wednesday lunch, y'all. So if you are new here, this is my weekly Warden report showing you how I get 90% fat every day. So I decided to have some lunch today. I am going to have Purnell sausage. Heath just got Purnell. We've been getting Swagger teas, and honestly, Purnell is my favorite, so I have to have some. And then you see, like, why does it look like there's two separate mayos? That one looks like it's got a little, like, creepy face, right? Anyhow, what happened was, when I made my homemade mayo, it didn't thicken like it normally does. And I think what happened is I took the egg right out of the fridge. I didn't get it to room temperature first. So I add a little xanthan gum, and I feel like the taste is good, y'all. The taste is good, but the xanthan kind of just gives it this weird texture because I normally don't add xanthan. So one of the mayos, because I tried twice because, you know, I don't learn quick enough. But anyways, one of the mayos you see is a little runnier, especially when it gets to closer to room temperature, and one's a lot thicker. See, it's kind of goopy, right? Ooh. Anyhow, I eat this up. So 4 tablespoons total of the mayo. I'm just trying the 2 mayos I made, trying to get them down so that then I can make the mayo I like. And then I'm having the rest of my 3rd cup of coffee, enjoying my lunch with my honey.
Howdy.
And welcome to the Warden Report. So I will give you just my daily living, right? That's what I do on a daily basis besides working. But what I eat, how I get to 90% fat. Like, am I just sitting down eating a stick of butter? And just how do I do that? How do you? Because I've had several people mention that they want to try to increase their fat, but they're not sure how. And you know, when you think about it, society's always taught us fat's bad, avoid fat. And it kind of creeped into the keto community, because when I first started keto nearly 4 years ago in February, it was high fat and moderate protein. And then people started saying, oh, but don't add fat, right? So that whole thing went on. And so people started just barely getting enough fat, right? 1 to 1 and so forth. But you know, some of us evidently do need high fat. I mean, I think Dr. Atkins was onto something when he was like, no, you got to have really high fat. So that's what I'm showing y'all, how I'm getting 90% fat. So I'm doing extra high fat. Some would consider that like therapeutic levels and so forth. So just follow along on my journey. Go ahead, hit the thumbs up, because I know you're going to love this video. And then subscribe and hit the little bell icon. That way, every week when I release my report, then you can see what's going on in my life and maybe get some inspiration to help you get some fat. Wednesday night dinner. So I've got 4.7 ounces of the pork loin, and this is the last of it, y'all. So that only lasted us Sunday through now. So was that 4 nights? So sad. I've got a couple pickles, a couple cheese stuffed mushrooms. I got this, it's called Vampire Slayer cheese. It's a really garlicky cheese. I like it. 1 little piece of bacon rolled up. And then I've got 3 tablespoons of mustard. I know this doesn't look all that appealing. I mean, not a mustard. 3 tablespoons of mayo. And then I did add some mustard. I just have this Bavarian mustard, and I thought, well, that sounds really good. And then I've also got 4 tablespoons of Chef Shamy's lemon herb butter. And that's my dinner. And then to drink, I know you'd never guess it, but it's that HEB 1877 sparkling water. And that's our dinner tonight. that better. Doesn't it look good? Thursday lunch. If you hear that, Delilah's decided to drink. Of course, she waited till I hit the record button. But for lunch today, I am having 2 pieces of the Pernell sausage, 4 tablespoons of my homemade mayo topped with some flat iron seasoning, 1 cheese stick or string cheese. Of course, my coffee. Look at this mug, y'all. Isn't that cute? You can order these off our link below for our merch. It's actually a metal travel mug with a screw-on lid. I like screw-on lids. They just seem to hold up better than like the push-down ones. But that's lunch today because tonight I'm making a chicken dish. So chicken being a meat that is very lean with hardly any fat, so you're almost getting pure protein, then I kind of have to offset this a little. Cooking with Shelly, weeknight edition. So I know you're like, ooh, what is that? Why are you showing us that, Shelly? Well, actually, what I am going to make is some chicken tenders. That's what this is. So chicken tenders. And what I did is I just got chicken breasts. We got them on sale for less than $1 a pound. And while they were still halfway frozen, I went ahead and sliced them. And then what we're also going to need, ooh, look at that. Sorry, y'all. That's the camera. We're also going to need bacon, which I've got bacon here. So what I'm going to do is season the chicken and then wrap it in bacon and then cook it in the air fryer. So, you know, typical, right? And this is what we're going to season it with, y'all. This is our Redmond's. Sorry, that keeps moving. But this is our Redmond's real salt lemon pepper. I love this stuff. But anyways, we have an affiliate link down below. So it definitely helps our channel if you use that link to purchase anything from Redmond's. We love their seasoning. I love their facial care. We love all of their like Relight, Reboost. Like we're fans. We're definitely Redmond family here. So that's what I'm going to season with. So what I'm going to do is keep one hand clean and one dirty. So let's get going on this. Let me see if the... Okay. Sorry, y'all. I am using the gimbal, so we're just testing this out. Let's see if it does it correctly. Oh, wow. No, it's going real crazy. All right, let's go back, gimbal. Okay, let's see here. And that's just my air fryer. Okay. There. Let's keep the focus there. Okay. So, one dirty hand, right? And the reason I'm using this is what I pulled the pulled pork on. And so that's the grease you see in this little bits. That's just the rosemary. So I'm not all that concerned if it gets on that. I mean, this is raw chicken, and I'm going to be throwing this aluminum foil away. So why not go ahead and use this for the raw chicken instead of dirtying a dish, right? Okay. I'm going to use the pour spout. Okay. I like to season these very aggressively. To me, chicken, kind of like tofu. If anybody ever had tofu, comment down below. But you know how tofu has like no flavor? It like whatever you put it in is what it would taste like. I feel like that's the same thing with chicken. Anybody else with me? I always just feel like chicken is very bland. Okay. Maybe that. There. Sorry, my hand's in the way of some of this. But see what I mean by very aggressive here. Right? And I'm using my air fryer, so you probably hear that beat. And that is the air fryer. And I'm also going to be making a sauce, you know, whether it's a dipping sauce or what have you. And that's what my pan is for right there. I'm just going to put this here. And I think I'm going to end up having to get both of my hands. Let's see here. We've got 6 pieces, right? So there's 3, 4, come on, 5, come on, you can do it. And bacon's folding up on me, y'all. This is what it's like to really cook, right? You never know what's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, and there's 6. Look at that. That's bacon. Give me problems today. Alright. So I just thought I'd have y'all cook with me. And, you know, typically on a weeknight, I get out about 30 minutes prior to Heath gets off. So I can usually make most meals within that 30 minutes. Now I also, you know, feed the dogs their dinner. And then I, you know, do whatever else in, you know, preparing dinner, that kind of thing. So I'm just rolling this chicken. I try to cut, or rather get in or tuck in the little pieces here so that, see, like that. Little tuck, right? Try to do that so that this doesn't come completely unraveled, right? So like on here, kind of pull that over there and then roll it around. So a lot of times we do a meal prep on the weekend, right? And then that way we don't really have to cook during the week. But it just so happened that this week I meal prepped the pork tenderloin, right? But I thought I'd have enough because I did 2 of our smaller ones. So it was like 5.5 pounds. I thought, oh, that should be plenty. No, y'all. That only lasted us through last night. And, you know, Heath was kind of like complaining, oh, I'm a little hungry every night because he's used to eating like a pound or, you know, 10, 12 ounces of meat. Well, that one I didn't do as well, see? And so with the pork tenderloin, because I was trying to make it last, he was only getting like 7 or 8 ounces. And the tragedy, y'all. Here's the last one. Oh, and the rain is coming down, y'all. Here, wait a second. Let me tuck. See, there's a little piece right there. Tuck that in. And then what I'm also going to do is put in some Brussels sprouts for Heath. Because now all of a sudden, even though he's all like, I only eat meat, now he's like, no, I kind of like vegetables. And then I'm finding that every vegetable I like, my body does not. Okay, so I've got this ready. Of course, look, my hands are filthy, right? So I got to wash my hands after, let me see if I can, okay, I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to have to do it twice. So I'm going to wash my hands, then open the air fryer, put them in the air fryer, and then wash my hands again, and then get to making our sauce. And you can see our air fryer. I've been using it all week. That's why it looks a little dirty as well. How often do y'all change out your aluminum foil? So I do it like a weekly. So I know it looks really dirty right now. I'll probably change it out after tomorrow's Friday night feast, which by this point y'all have watched it because we're going to do a lot of air frying tomorrow. So let me know. Maybe I need to change it more. I don't know. I mean, it's not, the oil isn't quite like covering this. Let me do that. There we go. Yeah. All right. So what I'm doing, wow, look, I like almost took up all of it. I'm going to spread this out just a little more so I get more between each, right? There we go. And then, so that's the chicken. And then here's what I have for Heath. These frozen Brussels sprouts. So what I did to meal prep it, right? Now I'm going to wash my hands again. Okay, what I did to meal prep is I counted how many total Brussels sprouts were in the bag frozen. And then I just split that amongst the 5 meals. I know, right? I'm chintzy like that. So that's what I did for those. And then what I'm going to do is spray them with a little avocado oil on the Brussels sprouts. Okay, there we go. That looks good. And I'm going to put this in. It's 400. I'm going to check it at 5 minutes and probably have to flip them and then probably do another 5 minutes. And then I'm going to show you how to do the sauce. Okay, here's my pan, my sauce pan. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of butter. I mean, butter makes every sauce better, right? And then I'm pouring out a ½ cup. I'm going to start with a ½ cup of chicken broth. That's what I got here. Ooh, yeah, that's really boiling. Kind of simmer that down, right? So we're going to start with the ½ cup there. And you noticed using my little Ketochow measuring cup. Y'all, we are affiliates with Ketochow, but this is what I found out. Several people have contacted me recently, and if you use our link, you definitely use our link, and we get, you know, affiliate with them if you use our link. But the discount is only good for one time. And I'm just trying to zoom that in. There we go. The discount's only good for once. And they said that's because we don't have enough people or enough subscribers and people using our link in order for them to be like, okay, we'll give you, you know, where your subscribers can use your discount multiple times. Like I know other channels, their discount code is reusable. So do with that information as you want. Like if you want to start telling them, hey, I think you should make it available. I love using, you know, HungryHeath's code to reorder, and I'd really like to get a discount every time. Maybe if enough people tell them, maybe they will, you know, make that possible. But they said right now we just don't have the audience to support a reusable discount code. So, you know, as we grow, which is one of my goals in 23, is to definitely grow the channel. Hopefully that will be an available option. But in the meantime, you know, just put a little birdie, be a little birdie in Ketochow's ear and just be like, hey, we really love HungryHeath, blah, blah, blah. And maybe they'll eventually do that, y'all. Okay, here's tarragon. Let me see. Ooh, that doesn't want to focus on that. But this tarragon, I just think tarragon goes great with, let me take that off a little. It just goes really good with chicken. I think tarragon, thyme, maybe even a little nutmeg, all of that goes good. And then here's the piece de resistance. This is just, oops, there's my timer for the chicken. This we got, you see Members Mark, so that is Sam's brand. And we got this whole block, 16 ounces, for like $6 and some change. So definitely recommend it. So far it's been amazing. And let's see, how do I open it? There we go. It's got the little pull tab. So I'm going to see how much 4 ounces gets us, right? So let me see if I back this up a little. Oops. Okay. So half would be like 8, and then half again. So I think about there. I just thought a goat cheese sauce sounded really good. You know, like used to when you'd have chicken tenders, it was always a gravy, right? And which is amazing. I think I started craving this because last night we were watching this one guy, he does like reviews of Texas restaurants, and he was going to all these small towns in Texas and giving advice on the different restaurants, like the best burger in a small town Texas, the best steak in a small town Texas, which actually looked really freaking good, y'all. But he also went to this place that had chicken fried steak and chicken fried chicken. Well, he got the chicken fried steak. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good. Let's do chicken fried tenders. But I mean, we're not doing the batter tonight. But I was like, I kind of want something like that, but I want to do a spin on it. Like instead of gravy, which I mean, nothing wrong with gravy. It's like, I've got all of this goat cheese. Why not use this goat cheese to create a sauce? There we go. I think I got most of it there. Whew. Now you could be exact and like actually measure out 4 ounces. I'm just doing approximate. I feel like for a sauce, you don't have to be exact. Now, if you're really being sticklers on your macros, then yeah, you definitely want to weigh out your ingredients. Okay, so just spinning that in here. I want that goat cheese to dissolve. Basically what it's going to do is just add good flavor to the sauce. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is let this reduce while my chicken finishes up. Look at all that. Sorry, y'all, if that's kind of noisy. Let's see. There we go. I'll get a whisk here. And let's do that. Put that knife aside. And just kind of whisk this up. Ooh, a nice white sauce left there. And I see that it's almost, ooh, that is not strong enough. Let me turn it up just a tad. See, it's almost to boil, but it should just take another minute. And then let's check on the chicken tenders. Here's the chicken tenders after 5 minutes. So I'm going to spin everything. Oh yeah, you can tell that's almost cooked. So 5 more minutes should be perfect. And that'll allow the bacon to be crispy on both sides. Because I do like crispy bacon. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. And then I'm just going to roll his Brussels here. A couple of them are starting to blister a little bit, and since I have that, I have to wash that, and then I'm going to look in here for what, yeah, let's do these. Okay, what we're going to do this season, y'all, can you guess? I'm going to give you a second to guess. All right, we're going to start with Redmond salt. There we go. And why not Green with Green, the Flatiron Pepper Company. I love this stuff. And then Maitreya Radical Geek. She has where basically, and I think we do too, but if you use our code, just use Maitreya's, because she's the one who first told us about this, so I feel like she should get credit. But if you just mention her channel, Radical Geek, you are supposed to get some type of surprise with your order. So, definitely do that. Okay. And then I'll put that in for another 5 minutes. You're probably like, Shelly, what happened to all the chicken? What I did is I used my little handy thermometer to check the temperature. And all the other pieces, because they were so small, were right in the 165. And these two were running about 158. So I was like, ooh, I'm just going to do these for literally 2 more minutes. Yeah. And now it's actually past that. That's fine. It's chicken. That's why we got a sauce, right? So what I'm going to do... Sorry, y'all, it's noisy. So I got a plate for Heath. I'm going to put the chicken on the plate. I mean, doesn't that look good? Look at that yummy bacon wrapped chicken. Because chicken and bacon, I think, are excellent combos. And I'm going to show you his plate. And then my plate, of course, I'll record. But I'm really impressed with this, y'all. Okay. Let me put this up. Alright. So. Ooh, I am sorry. I know that was really loud. There is his plate. Ooh, no. Zoomed in a little too much. There we go. There's his plate. And that looked really spectacular. And then, see, there's all his Brussels sprouts. Here's that sauce. I kind of see the butter separates just a little, so I'm just going to stir it back in. And then what I'm going to do, let me move this a little bit. I'm going to pour half into, let me stir it up a little more, so I definitely see the butter. And I like using a spatula like this, especially with sauces. Can you see the spatula? You can't see nothing. There it is. I like using those type because they're flexible. They can really get in the corner there. Okay. And I'm going to pour about half into my cup, and then the rest I'm going to drizzle over his. He wanted his drizzled, so let me, oh yes, there we go. Alright, let's see here, y'all. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? Ooh, yeah. put a little over here in case he wants to dip his Brussels into it. But look at that, y'all. Is that high? Alright. I'm going to put the rest in mine because I feel like he got maybe a little more than half. But that's his plate with his Brussels. And then I'll show you mine when I'm about to eat it. And there is the finished sauce. You can still kind of see the butter around the sides. And the sauce, it does have protein because all cheese has protein. Usually about 1 to 1. And the chicken broth is just pure protein. But adding that butter helped up the fat, so it ended up being pretty fatty. And then, not fatty enough though, so I'm adding 1.5 tablespoons of my homemade mayonnaise. I thought about combining it with the sauce, and I was like, yeah, but what if I don't want it combined? What if I just want it to the side? So, that's what I got here is, 3 little pieces of the chicken. I took the 3 smallest, should be about 4 ounces cooked, the 3 slices of bacon, the mayo, and the goat cheese. And then, of course, to drink, I got my 1877. So, I put in a screenshot of the macros for that goat cheese sauce. So, still pretty fatty. It did have some carbs. You know, cheese got carbs. I'm not concerned about it, really. So that was basically my only carbs today, so I'm not going to be worried. It was like 4 total carbs. But it's still 30 grams of fat per serving. So it's still a good source of fat. That's the thing, is you just want the fat a lot higher than the protein. So a lot of people are like, how do I get more fat? Well, that's how you do it. You make a sauce that is higher in fat than protein. And if you're going to have any protein, like even if you're having bacon, which is generally fattier, but keep in mind, when you cook bacon, like if you cook it in the air fryer or you bake it in the oven, you're losing a lot of fat as it cooks. So you either take that fat and reincorporate it, or you're going to need to add in that fat to kind of make up for what you lost. So that's another trick. But basically what you want to do is just make sure you're having a lot more fat than the protein. So like I took the smallest pieces of the chicken, so about 4 ounces, but you see how much fat I'm getting on there. And like for lunch, I did 2 of those sausage patties with 4 tablespoons of mayo. So I was doing like 2 tablespoons of mayo per patty there. So things like that, or if you're going to have bacon, then have enough fat to, you know, and add in even more. Even look in your thing for cooked bacon, not the raw, because a lot of times you'll see the raws even. But if you look for cooked or air fried bacon, because remember, you're going to lose some of that fat, so you need to find a way to add that back in. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little segment of cooking dinner with me. Let me know if y'all like that. Maybe I'll do that more often when I'm just meal prepping for Heath for the night. But that's our Thursday. And then tomorrow, or just make sure you won't see this till next week, but every Friday at 6:30 Central, we do go live. So make sure you tune in, because you never know what we're going to cook. And it should be this coming Friday, January the 6th. If I have that right, January the 6th, whatever that first Friday of the new year, my coach should be going live with us. So make sure you tune into that. Set your calendars for this Friday. And Friday lunch, y'all. It is Friday already. Heath, are you happy it's Friday?
Yes. Clean up after my lunch right now.
Yes, it's actually after 2 o'clock. I'm just now eating. I've had 2 cups of my coffee. I've just been really busy. A project came in today at work, and so just been swamped trying to get that all done before we're technically done with 22. So I'm just trying to get as much done so we don't have all of that going into the new year. So for my lunch today, I've got 3 pieces of the Purnell sausage. I did already cut one. up. I like to cut them into 4s. And I've got 5 tablespoons of mayo, some, of course, hot seasonings, and our hot sauce. And then I also added this I Can't Feel My Face by Flat Iron Pepper Company. I love that stuff. Now, one thing, whenever you cook, like bacon or sausage, if you're trying to get your fats up, like in the skillet, there was probably, I would say, 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of the grease from this sausage in there. So your options are either pour that over your food whenever you cook anything, or if you're doing it in an air fryer or something, you need to adjust the fat to make up for that. So that's why I've got the 5 tablespoons of mayo. And then tonight, we have our Friday night feast. We're doing all finger foods. I probably won't be recording because we're going to be live. So if you want to see what all we made, what all I ate, tune in to the Friday night live. And I'm going to tell you, on Friday nights, I don't track any of that. I mean, I'll go in probably tomorrow and rough estimate, but I'm not going to be sitting there weighing everything, and I just don't feel like it's good cohesion for a live. So I just estimate everything. That's one meal out of, what is that, 7 times 14, that it's not going to be precise. I pretty much know at this point where to kind of keep the fat in balance. So that's just the only thing different. So you might watch the Friday night and be like, oh my gosh, Shelly, you ate so much. Well, yeah, probably. I'm starving. I'm ready. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow. And we are now having lunch, and we are at Saltgrass. It's the first time I'm eating today. And what time is it? Like 1:32?
I think so.
So, of course, we always bring our Redmonds. I like this little one. Just, it's 2:30, y'all. I really like this little one. Now, I did have, I guess, a snack. At Costco, they had Archer's meat sticks, so I had that little sample. And then they were also sampling some dry salami, so I did have that. But other than that, that's the first time I'm eating today. I haven't even finished all my coffee. I've only had 1 cup of coffee. Like, how am I living, y'all? And I've got my salad. Now, I'm going to take these tomatoes and give them to my husband because he loves tomatoes. And then that way, they're okay. They're, I can keep them or give them away. And since he absolutely loves this fruit, I just give them to him. But yeah, that's my starter. And then I'll show you when the plate comes what I'm going to have for my main meal today. So here's our meal. I've got my filet with the chimichurri sauce, mushrooms, my grilled asparagus. Y'all, I had to ask 3 times, and I finally got the butter. Like, I've been waiting here a few minutes, waiting on butter to come, and this is all they gave me. I mean, they did ask, oh, is there anything else you need? And it's like, well, I asked for 3, but I've already asked 3 times, so I'm tired of asking. So that'll be fine. There's a lot of oil down in here, so that should help make up for it. Happy New Year, everyone. And it is Sunday morning. When you have days off, you kind of forget which day's what. And I made breakfast, brunch, lunch, whatever that is. Oh, I thought there was something on this. And I'm setting up Heath's new laptop that we got at Costco yesterday. Yeah, I mean, this is not going to be top shelf, but we basically just need it. You'll notice it's a little smaller. Need it, so we could stream and edit videos, that kind of thing. So for breakfast, I'm having 3 Purnells, 4 tablespoons of mayo, and you'll notice, like, there's grease. So what I did today, so I feel like yesterday and then Friday night, I just did not get enough fat. I kind of start to feel that way. So I made sure I poured all that sausage grease in with that. And then I've got my coffee. This is my mug today. Has anybody been to this place in Memphis? We went there for breakfast. You see, this mug's a little used. But that's my mug. And I am going to have some of this I love chamoy sauce on it. And I'm really excited, you guys, because for my birthday, which is on the 9th, I am getting a new baker's rack. So I'm going to be able to display some of my mugs and get it all coffee oriented and things like that. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful new year. Definitely comment. Let me know how your day went. Y'all heard that TikTok that's like, how does this turn into this? So I'm kind of doing that for dinner. Want to show y'all? This is how does this turn into this? So this is the shrimp, sausage, jalapenos, a little bit of onion, and then I mixed goat cheese into it with some more butter to make a sauce. And then for mine, of course, because of the fat, I've added a couple more tablespoons of butter. And I'll probably go get mayo here in a minute, and I'll do, I think 2 tablespoons of mayo. And then I've got some goat cheese stuffed mushrooms, just 2 of those. And to drink, I got my 1877 water today. Happy Monday, y'all, and Happy New Year again. It is officially January 2nd, 2023. I slept in today. If you look, you kind of see the clock back there. Anyways, it's late. But you know what? It's my day off. And I could do that. I could sleep in. I'm an adult. I could do what I want now. Sometimes. Anyway, so you kind of see, I'm still kind of waking up this morning. I'm going to kind of like just show you a couple things. And what's exciting is I scheduled a premiere this morning for one of our recipe videos. And if you're doing the BBBE, it's basically a chuck roast and how to smoke it. So I hope y'all tune into that. Looking forward to that. And also, another exciting news, we finally started a Facebook group after, honestly, a couple years of different people telling us. We finally listened. It's called HungryHorde Headquarters. I just thought that was cute. Actually, Shauna suggested the name. We're tossing around names with like Renee and Shauna and Sharon and different people. And Shauna suggested that one. I was like, yeah, I kind of like that because I feel like, you know, that's where all the Hungry Horde can hang out and chit chat, share your recipes, share your pictures, share your struggles, share your successes. Share just your everyday life. That's what we're here for, right? Just like we do on a live, but now on Facebook. So let's see, what am I doing this morning? I have got new coffee brewing up. Actually, this isn't new. It's, I think, the last of that Starbucks. But tomorrow, I am going to start bones. I do love me some bones. This one, Frog's Breath, was just chocolate mole. And it smells really good. Plus, look, it's got Sally. She's so pretty. And so, I'm excited to try this one. It'll be the first time I'm going to try it. Let me know if you've tried that one. What do you think of it? And then, look at this mug. My mug of the week. Can you guess what's on the other side yet? This is actually, since I sell vintage stuff, I got this in a box lot, and I was like, this is too cute to sell. I gotta keep it. Right? Look, there's a mouse. Have you guessed what's the main thing? And look, it's a cute little kitty. Le Chat. And I just love it. I love that it has the French on there, and it's a cute kitty. And I was like, well, I've got to keep it. And it's a decent sized mug, too. Like, it holds a good amount. So that is my coffee cup for today. And then you'll see here, like, everything's kind of in disarray. Back here, if you're used to watching our lives, you will notice that, first of all, the Christmas stuff is down. I got my seashell back. See, Shelly's Beachside Cottages, perfect. And I moved the table. Usually that table is directly behind us. I've closed it and moved it to the side there. And then, like, I can't wait till this. I'm supposed to be getting a new thing tomorrow. And that's what's going to go right here, y'all. You know you're an adult when you get excited about furniture. So I have furniture coming through, and I'm like so excited to do that up. Most of the coffee stuff's going to go over there. But, you know, some of these signs and different things that I have. So I'm rearranging a little bit in my kitchen. And so the knives and stuff, I moved them over here, which kind of makes sense with, you know, that's where I cook. And then I'm moving, some of y'all might recognize this pattern. And this again is something I got at a auction. And it's a red glass canister set. Look, it's that beautiful amber where it changes to like that yellow. I don't even know what's in there. Like, y'all, I don't even know what that is. Bad thing about no labels. But see the design? It's that beautiful design. I love this. I thought about selling them. The only thing is, let me see here. I think this is the one. Yeah, the lid. See, it's got a crack. But I could sell it. I know a mint condition for these, like if there was no cracks, is usually about $150 to $175 for a set of 4. With the crack, I mean, I could probably get $100, $125 because it's not broke. You know, it's not broken where it's unusable. But I do still love it. I love the dramatic red. You know, it's just that deep glowing red. And I think that does go pretty in here, like it stands out. So this is where my coffee bar used to be. Guess what we're going to be using tonight. And so I'm going to move all of this and rearrange some things. So I'm still going to have, I think I'm going to put that there. Of course, that has to remain there because there's the sink. But yeah, we're going to move a few things around just to kind of reorganize it. And, yeah. So, I gotta go get ready for this premiere, y'all. I hope to see you there. Monday lunch. So, I did finish sweeping the house. After lunch, I'll probably start mopping. But I'm having 4 tablespoons of mayo. That's some of that I Love Chamoy sugar-free sauce. And then 4 slices of bacon. And then, of course, my coffee. La Cha. Monday night dinner. Boy, this day went so fast, y'all. I cannot believe Monday is already done. Only a 4-day work week, so that makes it even better. What I got for dinner is some air fryer pork belly bites, 5 tablespoons of mayo, a jalapeno cheddar sausage from Sam's. It's the Member's Mark. 1 jalapeno with a little bit of cheese and a couple mushrooms, the same cheese, and see, it's the, when I say one whole, I mean 1 whole jalapeno. Sorry, it keeps going dark. Heath keeps walking by. And then I've got to drink 1877 water, of course. And then I also have this, I guess it's just Love Chamoy. I don't know if that's supposed to be an I there. But anyways, it's really good stuff. It's kind of like this sweet, sour, tangy. So I like to have that. And that's my dinner, y'all. And then we're done. And then Heath's got his big old ribeye there. And he's ready to eat. Because he's probably hungry, right?
Yes, yes, and yes.
Watching Maitreya. Trying to get caught up on everybody's channels. And then I looked over. And look what I saw. Isn't that so cute?
Now listen,
Oh,
peanut
that's
butter
so
can have
cute.
2 things. Peanut butter, or well, peanuts and salt.
I think maybe they do like each other. Oh, it's so cute. Tuesday project, y'all. This came today. This is my birthday present. See, that's the big box it all came in. I take everything out of the box, most of the plastic, and I throw it all back in the box. And then I lay everything out with the little stickers that indicate what number or letter each piece is. So that's part of it. And then we've got more over here. I think those are mostly the sides. And then the really big piece here. So I've kind of got it all spread out. But this is what I'm working on during my lunch. And hopefully we will finish it off tonight. There is, basic IKEA instructions. So we shall see how this goes, y'all. I'll show you the end product. You guys, I thought about filming this, but I'm glad we didn't, because this took us 4 hours. It is almost 9 o'clock. It is 8:54.
That's what happened when you build it 3 times. I don't know what's wrong with us.
3 times?
Yes. We put it together 3 times incorrectly. Well, twice incorrectly. The 3rd time we finally got it right. Yay, team.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Right. Tell me, you guys, do you ever build stuff with your partner or significant other? And how does that...
After the home game.
How does that go? Does anybody else have a little spat in the middle?
I love you, baby.
I love you too. Oh, goodness. And I'm only going to tell Heath this now, but I could have paid $80 that somebody would have assembled it. But I wouldn't.
No!
I didn't want to spend $80. That's almost the price of the item. Oh, yes. So here it is, y'all. Here is my birthday gift, my baker's rack. See, it's got a little top shelf there. I could put mugs and stuff. And it's got a shelf here. And then, of course, one here. And I love the finish on this. That dark wood. Isn't that pretty? And then I've got 2 more shelves here. And then, you see, I've got the extension cord. We're going to plug that in. And then I've got 2 more shelves.
It'll be $80 for an extension cord.
And I've got a wire basket at the bottom. And then, look, this is a pull-out basket. Isn't that cool? I figured I could put all my bags of coffee in this. That way I just pull it out and say, that's what I want. And then we've also got a drawer. Oh, let's see how this goes. The drawer was a little sticky. We made it all by hand. It was definitely like an IKEA piece of furniture. But you see, I'm going to have to move my sign because it's covering that up. But I'll get it all decorated. It's way too late tonight. We haven't even eaten yet. Dinner has been reheated. So I'm going to go eat dinner. And tomorrow, this will be my next project. Tuesday, finally dinner at 9 p.m. Yes, I haven't eaten all day. Well, let me take that back. I did have a piece of meat stick earlier because I was just about to die. But that's it. And so here's my dinner. I've got 1 more of those Sam sausage, 4 ounces of pork belly fried up, couple little mushrooms, little cheese, 1 whole jalapeno with a little bit of goat cheese. That one kind of decided it didn't really want to be in the jalapeno. And then 5 tablespoons of mayo. And that'll be the dinner. And of course, guess what I'm drinking? 1877. Thank y'all for watching the Warden Report again. If you really enjoyed this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed down below and leave me a comment. Let's do this week's word of the week is birthday, because guess whose birthday's coming up on Monday, January the 9th. Like I told my mom, I planned all of that. She doesn't believe me, but, the due date was in December, and I was like, oh no, I am not going to be born in December. I'm going to wait till after all the festivities are over You know, I don't want to be right there by a holiday, by the new year. Let's give it enough time. So I feel like the 9th is just enough distance to where, you know, you could still get a cheap gift on sale, but then, you know, it's further enough away that it's time to have a party, right? I'm making Heath die over here.
She
But
did it for you.
I did it for me.
That's what I'm saying. You did that for everybody else. So
I know. I'm so thoughtful like that. Well, thank y'all again so much. Please stay tuned to watch all of our wonderful channel members who help us continue to put out wonderful content like this. Have a great day, y'all. Bye.